The media attacks on Simon Ekpa and Biafra is ongoing, and we will not allow anybody denigrate what we have worked so hard to achieve and what we will achieve in the future, which is Biafra. The system Nigeria would not work. It is not designed to work for the common man, and this system is eventually going to pie Nigerians if Nigerians don't look at a better option, regionalism, or let us divide, balkanize the country. These are options that are on the table. Some people were bashing me on my comments about Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is my brother, Nnamdi Kanu is my brother, Ojuku's wife is my brother, Ojuku is my brother. I would not throw away the baby and the bathwater. But there's one thing unique about an Igbo man is that our leaders, we don't shy away from trying to put them in the right perspective. Nobody is perfect. Nobody has ever been perfect from the foundation of the world. Whatever that happens now, it is family matter. Let us keep enlightening our people on the need to achieve Biafra, the consciousness that as an Igbo man, you are special, you are a rare breed. You had a country once called Biafra, which is achievable. Let's focus on that. Let's not focus on the trivial things. If Simon Ekpa does something wrong, he's a human being. If Nnamdi Kanu does something wrong, he's also a human being. But they are still our brothers. No matter what P2B has done, no matter what whoever is going to do, they are our brothers. How we deal with them does not concern anybody outside this agitation at this point in time. But one thing I know about the Igbo people, when our leaders do something that is wrong, we call them out because they are not special. Somebody that is not willing to tell you your fault, that person does not like you. We might not be on the same page, but we are all moving towards achieving Biafra. That is the most important thing. Whether I support Simon Ekpa or Nnamdi Kanu or Uwazirike or Ojuku, they are all our brothers, and we have one common goal. That common goal is the achieving Biafra, at the shortest possible time. The role I play might be different from these other people, but we are all complementing the Biafran cause and agitation. I'm a politician. Don't forget that. I am a politician. We know what we're doing. We know where we are going. We know what we are saying. Let's move on. If you are being sponsored by anybody to denigrate, to rubbish this agitation, you have failed. You know why you have failed? Because the agitation was there before you were born, and the agitation is going to outlive you and your generations unborn. You are going to get to 150 years, if God permits you. You are going to die or whatever happens to you, and the Biafran agitation and consciousness still continues. Biafra is something, a country that will be achieved no matter what anybody is going to say about it. The battle we are fighting is not amongst ourselves. Most importantly, we will also like to correct our brothers to tread cautiously, because nobody is an island of knowledge. Nobody is all wise, all knowledgeable. Nobody. But we are achieving the same goal. Don't let anybody bamboozle you, brainwash you, and tell you that Biafra agitation is a dead one. That one is just, that person is just playing to the gallery. If Biafran agitation is dead, look at the people fighting for Biafra. Look at us. Look at us. I used to make comparisons. Some people are saying Oduduwa nation, Arewa nation, Ijo nation. Nobody is even perturbed. Nobody is angered. But when you mention Biafra, people are triggered at Biafra. No matter the attacks, the more you attack the Biafra agitation, the more we stand strong. We are strong men. The more you attack the agitation, the more you stand strong. Death is a passage from life onto another life. So we are not afraid of death. When Buhari was president, with all the Fulani agenda, with all the things, the Islamization, with all the activities of the Fulani and the Fulani headsmen, what did he do? Operator Python Dance, Operator Egweke and everything. What happened? Was he able to destroy, when their main man was there, was he able to destroy the spirit of these guys? You should know that an average Igbo man is a stubborn person now. You should know. They shouldn't even tell you that one. An average Igbo man is a stubborn human being. Do or die. If you try nonsense, he gives you hot. Look at that Abia lawmaker. Abia lawmaker that committed what he committed. Look at how Igbos flogged him directly. They were not going to pity party. That's what I'm saying. Igbos are not afraid to speak to their leaders. Not because they hate them, but because they want them to be on the right path. They are not afraid. So we are not afraid to flog our leaders. It is you that is you are trying to make us feel like Biafra. No. Nobody feels inferior to anything. But the thing is that let our Igbo people invest more on the media. Invest more on the media. The media is a powerful tool. Invest more. The media is my brother. The pen. I studied journalism. I got the 2-1. I studied journalism. I understood so many things. Even though I had to struggle around school fees and everything, I was not fully focused in classes and everything. But the little I knew, I understood that, man, you see, one thing the media does, that it shapes ideology. All those things that you see all those Boko Haram people are doing, small time they go to the mosque, they start indoctrinating them. That's what the media does. The media indoctrinates people. That's why a government is very, very careful with whoever that is going to carry any news that will undermine its sovereignty. If somebody like Peter B makes a statement, it is going to indoctrinate a lot of obedience because of the words he said, using the power of the media. Do you know what Hitler did with the power of the media? Do you know what the United States is doing with the power of the media? Most invested in media platforms. They know the power of the media. It can incite people within the twinkle of an eye. It can rubbish you within a twinkle. Look at some people are trying to rubbish an agitation that took hundreds, thousands, if not thousands of years. A country that once existed. Biafra declared Baujuku. Some people within in their room with their laptop or their phone typing something, want to denigrate the agitation. It's not possible now, my brother. I told you that those that are for us are more than those that are against us. Whether you like it or not, it will show. It will show. You cannot rubbish what a Simon Ekpa Nnamdi Kanu is doing, which is bringing Biafra into light. You cannot rubbish that. You cannot rubbish anything that is going to bring Biafra into light. It is not possible. It is not possible. We have been in Nigeria for a very long time to understand the politics that is being played. If you want to play politics, we play the politics. I'm a politician. I said it. I'm going to say it. I'm a politician. If you want to play politics, we play the politics. If you want to go the other way, we go the other way. You understand how the game is being played. So those that are doing all sorts of to make sure, see, the more you rubbish a Simon Ekpa or Nnamdi Kanu or whoever that is fighting for Biafra agitation, the more you are making them more relevant. Let the conversations keep on going. Keep on doing what you are doing. You are making them much more popular, and it is going to be easier for us to achieve Biafra.
Simon Ekpa is not being sponsored by anybody. What Ekpa is doing, Igbos, diaspora Igbos are behind him. Every well-meaning indigenous person of southeastern Nigeria is behind him. It has nothing to do with APC government. As I'm talking to you now, if APC government could get hold of him, Simon Ekpa is gone. They will jail him. So I don't know from the perspective they are reading their own meaning into what Ekpa is doing. Ekpa has nothing to do with Tinubu regime. Ekpa is an anti-Tinubu regime activist. Ekpa has nothing to do with APC. How could somebody have just accused him of that? What Ekpa is doing it for Nigeria as a country to release Nnamdi Kanu from jail. No one ever has known him. I did not know him before until Nnamdi Kanu was thrown into jail. I don't know what to understand. Ekpa's issue started springing up when Sit at Home was initiated by Biafrans in the southeastern Nigeria. How did they do that? Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned from Nairobi airport, Kenya, into Nigeria illegally. In fact, he was kidnapped by federal government of Nigeria under Buhari. I don't really understand what I'm saying. And after this kidnap, everything in the southeast, begin to, at least in terms of security, degenerate.
After the kidnap.
Yes, after Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, everything in the southeast begin to turn, take another dimension. Security-wise, nobody is secured in that region anymore. Hoodlums, I mean criminals, cling onto that to commit all manners of criminalities in the southeastern Nigeria. Courtesy, kidnap, illegal abduction of Nnamdi Kanu by Nigerian government under Buhari. No one has ever known Simon Ekpa then. For your information, it was Nnamdi Kanu's abduction from Kenya that gave birth to Ekpa's involvement on agitation for Biafra, emancipation. Nobody ever knew him before. Simon Ekpa was not known 2020, he was not known 2021, he was not known 2022. Simon Ekpa is a new person, a new introduction into Biafra agitation business. He just came in immediately to fight for Nnamdi Kanu's release. He did not destroy the southeast. Hope Uzodinma destroyed the southeast. The chief judge that wrongly picked Hope, the fourth person, and made him the first person, was the one that destroyed southeastern Nigeria. In fact, let me tell you, the blood of all those innocent youths, Igbo youths, were actually not is going after the chief judge that presided over that gubernatorial election issue. That chief judge has confessed yesterday, I read it on the breaking news, Phoenix, that he was having eye issue. It was the eye issue that caused him reading number 4 as number 1. Instead number 4 to be number 4. Number 4 now begin to be the number 1. And he took the number 1 and replaced it to number 4. A confession of an erring, bloody chief judge that presided over Uzodinma case and the Meki Hedioha. That was how he confessed yesterday on news. On the news, he said he has eyes issue. That's why he picked Hope Uzodinma number 4 and placed him on Emeki Hedioha number 1. And he picked Emeki Hedioha number 1 and placed him on the number 4th. A confession of a bloody blunder. A presided chief judge over the case of Emeki Hedioha stroke Hope Uzodinma. Oga, nobody knew whom Simon Ekpa was. The people that were on the limelight making waves in the southeastern Nigeria in that regard of Biafra agitation were Ikonso that came from southern Africa, Odogu. I don't know what I understand. And that time already, Nnamdi Kanu was thrown into jail. Before we begin to hear about a prime minister living in the Scandinavian country.
The prime minister that was voted for?
A prime minister that was voted for in diaspora, Igbos in diaspora, indigenous Igbos. Are you listening to me? Simon Ekpa did not destroy Igbo land. Federal government of Nigeria over the years, for 54 years now, has subjected Igbo land to destruction, unnecessary destruction. What are we saying? Are we children, or do you think you can shout down on people? You can shout down on people, but you can't bring justice down. It is unjustified, an unjustified allegation from federal government of Nigeria that Simon Ekpa destroyed the Southeast. The destroyers of Southeast are the Fulani hegemony. They first hope was on Ndimo. And when Hope took over the office from Emeki Hedioha, everything degenerated in Igbo land. That was the first military invitation in Igbo land after the war. The military of Nigeria subjected southeastern Nigeria to incessant bombardments from the axis of our Memma Olu, Osumohu, Iseke, Ihe Alauli, and so on and so forth. This thing is happening in our own world. It did not happen in the past. Our generation has witnessed it. That there was with what military confrontation, the jet fighters started dropping bomb again on that land after 54 years ago. And do you know what? The land you are bombarding, there are youths there. There are omekome there. Those people you are killing, they are friends, they are brothers, they are sisters and their mothers. Do you think they will be happy? That is why you have counter attack. They attack the indigenous people of the land, counter attack. And it has degenerated to full what? Conflict.
Most Igbos are not with Simon Ekpa.
If they are not, that is for them. Even if you ask me, am I with Simon Ekpa? Am I not in Nigeria here? You are asking me a question, I'm telling you what I know. I'm not in Finland. The Prime Minister in exile, we are seeing him as Prime Minister. Who is with Simon Ekpa? Nobody. He is busy making what? Consultation all over the world, all over Europe, America. The other day he was jogging in Venezuela. A very long walk for physical fitness. Nobody is with him. Simon Ekpa.
Or supporting him.
When you talk about support, Simon Ekpa is brother, a son of the Igbos. How could you just alienate yourself from your brother or your friend or your Igbo brother because say Nigerian Nigeria that is bent on killing Igbo, spoiling Igbo, match Igbo on the head. I'm not going into enmity with any Igbo man because of federal government of Nigeria. Every Igbo man is my brother. Nnamdi Kanu is my brother. I own it up. If it is a crime, come and arrest me. Simon Ekpa is from Ebonyi. Ebonyi is part of the southeastern Nigeria, where I come from. If you don't like me saying this, come and arrest me now. Is it because they gave Ojuku's wife position to insult us, insult Ojuku? The post that they give to Bianca Ojuku is an insult now, don't you know? It's an insult. To look down on us. What is it that Bianca needed again? Her grandfather, no, her father-in-law, Bianca Ojuku's father-in-law, was the first African billionaire and one of the richest men in his time. 1930s, 1940s. Ojuku's father lent still to British government money to fight the war. I don't know what I understand. To fight the war. He lent British government this military, truck to fight the war. Military government, British government, Papa Ojuku's father did not collect money. So what position are you talking about? Giving Bianca any position in this government is an insult to Igbo man. Ojuku's wife does not need any money from anybody. That family is made already. That family is made. It's a family that is made. Bianca is not after any money from anybody. Ego ezulezu anabara ulu. Ego ezutere n'ori anabara ulu. Ego ndị mmadụ ọhaneze nwe igbe niile Nigeria nwe ije na-ezulie because of position enyere gị ọ na-abara ulu.
You say Igbos are in support of Simon Ekpa. What of Ohaneze? Are they not Igbos?
Ohaneze are Igbos. They are our cultural group. And mind you, no Igbo man is angry with his fellow brother. No Igbo man is angry with his fellow brother. No Igbo man is angry with his fellow Igbo. Every Igbo man, we are happy with ourselves. If Ohaneze tells you that they don't like Simon Ekpa, it's a lie. If Ohaneze said they don't like Simon Ekpa, Ohaneze, they are telling lies. I don't know what to understand. They like Simon Ekpa because Simon Ekpa is their son.
And they are
calling for his head?
Oh God, they are not calling for his head.
Place a bounty on him?
I don't hear you. Can you catch a fly? Or it's like you loading your then gun and be firing it to the moon. Can you fire your then gun to the moon? Could he get there? Okay, Oneze placing bountiful or bounty on him. If you ask me, I will tell you that it's another vendetta. It's a political vendetta. See, yes. They are playing the tune. They are high tuning it. How could you just place bounty on him? A man that is busy in Finland, and is a Finnish citizen, a Finnish politician. How could you place bounty on him? Do you think he's a Nigerian? He is more than a Nigerian now. You can't place bounty on him, somebody that is ahead of you. Is there any public office holder in Nigeria that is better than somebody elected, chosen in Finland? Is there anything you can tell me that Nigeria has that Finland does not have? Triple. Finland is among Scandinavian nations. Go and do your research. The most developed nations of the world are the Scandinavians. They are called the Nordic. They are the North. They live in the eyes. Their hairs are white, golden white. They lack nothing. They are more developed than Britain. Go and do your research. Denmark pays tithe to Archbishop of Canterbury every year. Out of their annual expenditure, they remove 10% and go to Canterbury, Church of England. They respect God. They follow everything in order. They are well developed, more developed than any other country of the world. They are among the Scandinavians. So tell me, what is it that is an advantage Nigeria is having over Ekpa, over Nnamundi, over Igbo man? Nigerians are learning from us. They don't want to own it up that Igbo man is the most educated man on the country, on the continent of Africa. They don't want to own it up that Igbo man is the most traveled man on the continent of Africa. They don't want to own it up that Igbo man, before this Nigerian Biafra Civil War of 1967, Igbo man was the most enterprising man on the continent. Kotsi, Ojuku's father, the billionaire of our time that the black country has ever produced. They don't like my voice. When I speak good about my race, Igbo, some of them will start vanishing. I don't understand. Absconding, going to their works because they don't want. They don't like the truth. See, let me tell you, Simon Ekpa is doing his own business of agitation, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Igbo has his right to agitate. After agitating, during the agitation, he was arrested. I don't know what to understand. Tormented, abused, bullied. At the end of the day, they kick Igbo out. I don't know what to understand. They remove him now, prune him out, and throw him away, leaving only Igbo man. Because they know that Igbo man is more realistic than any other man in Nigeria.
December 2nd.
December 2nd is what everybody is waiting based on Simon Ekpa's perception and opinion. Because he's the one that is working towards that. But myself, I'm Raf. My own is to do what? To do my analysis. And I don't like faulty analysis. Ojukwu tried his best, 1967. Raf Wazulika namesake came. He do total gaga. His best. He went out. He's sitting down now. The object of sacrifice, the instrument of sacrifice, do you know his name? The instrument of sacrifice, his name is MNK, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Instrument of sacrifice, he has sacrificed many months, many years for the Igbos. I don't know what to understand. I don't know what to understand what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say now is, you know what? Simon Ekpa.
But that 2nd of December or not?
That 2nd of December is what Simon Ekpa believed that will bring about this embarkment, evacuation of all the federal agencies in the southeastern Nigeria, and he is entitled to his own opinion.
Okay. Thank you very much. God bless.